I was wrong about making it through a month without something breaking. There's two things that are failing. They haven't failed yet. My G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra game for my 360 keeps giving me read errors for some reason. Like it keeps freezing and not working. And my CD player is starting to just like stall and quit playing CDs. So much for going a whole month without something breaking. My boombox is starting to break, and my other my I guess my main G.I. Joe game is starting to go. I mean, I do like to play Operation Blackout every now and then, but the Rise of Cobra is my favorite one out of the two. So I had to spend $30 to get a replacement for Rise of Cobra. But it's not just Rise of Cobra because it was um in like a package with Transformers the game for the Transformers movie. But it was the only disc I could find that didn't look like it was damaged out of the three that popped up on the listing on eBay. So yeah, I get one new game and then the replacement for one is wearing out. So yeah, everybody's saying physical media is forever. They're wrong because I had to do this multiple times with the 360, especially if the disc is wearing out. Getting read errors where they won't work. I mean, digital is no different. Digital, the license ends, they delete it from the server. But the discs do wear out. And this game was bought used at GameStop a few years ago. And it's the one I really want to beat and unlock Storm Shadow and Firefly. But I can't do that if the game keeps giving me read errors and doesn't want to work. And it's doing it with both 360s, so it's obviously the disc. So yeah. So that's $30. So I thought it was going to be $222. It's going to be lower than that now because there's still the $25 phone bill. So the ink cartridge, the game. What the hell am I going to do if the CD player breaks? But it's not the only thing I have that plays CDs. Both computers, I think, can play CDs. I know they can't rip CDs anymore, but you can play them, I think. Because Microsoft took the media player off of them. And all four Xboxes play them. So I guess, and I've got a personal player. So, yeah. So, yeah, so much for a month without something going wrong as far as electronics goes. And the reason I probably can't beat the game is because of the disc read error. It's probably affecting the way the game works. So the error and the damage, and there's a little the disc has a little. It's not a scratch or nothing, but it's a little like smudge I can't seem to scrub off. That I don't know where it's come from because I've tried to clean the disc and it's not going away. It's a little mark that's probably causing all the problems, and it's probably just from wear and tear or whatever. But yeah, so much for a month with nothing breaking. And like I said, the cleanest looking disc I could find was one that was bundled with Transformers: The Game of the Movie. That's $30. $30 I probably could have not spent, but I don't know. Like considering I can't play anything that has multiplayer attached to it without it crashing. So you got the Midway, the comic, all the games I've already bought, and then the one I'm trying my hardest to want to complete because I already completed Operation Blackout. I want to complete Rise of Cobra, and that was the cheapest one I could find because was that bundle with a good disc. I realize people that sold games on eBay didn't sell damaged ones, but GameStop's the same thing. Well, at least I didn't buy Rumble Rose. There's a game I hardly play. Like I said, I want to beat Rise of Cobra so bad because I wanted to say I beat both the G.I. Joe games for Xbox, completely, but the disc doesn't want to work right. Piece of junk. man. I don't know, maybe it's just the story of my life. I can't go a whole month without one of these used games or used, one of these used things breaking. I can't go a month without one of these used things failing. Well, at least it's not something. It's taking money out of the account, but it's not like it's. To replace the boombox, that'll be about $40, but those are about $40 now. But I do have other means to play music. I have to play my music. I have the DVD players, the Blu-ray. I have like six other discs. Let's see, DVD, Blu-ray, the 4X. I have six other, both computers. Yeah, I have six other media players that can play that. So, yeah, so that's not one. That's not a device that I don't have a way to supplement it. Like if the DVD player broke, all the game consoles play DVDs. Hope it doesn't break, but the only thing that would have to be completely replaced if it broke, as far as these players go, would be, if the Blu-ray player, because I only have one of those. Everything in this apartment can run music CDs and DVDs. Why can't I go a month without some of this crap not breaking for once? Just why does this crap always want to fail? Just why? Why? My brother's like, oh, you shouldn't buy stuff used. Why can't I afford stuff new? That's the only problem with buying stuff used. It eventually always breaks. And then you got to buy another used thing because you're too poor to afford a new one. It sucks. Stupid game disc quit working. Stupid CD player. If I could just stream stuff from Spotify, I would, but my stupid stuff won't. I got to reset the phone to get it to even upload to YouTube half time, or the computer, or do anything to do with moving data through the internet. I've got to reset the device 2 or 3 times to stabilize the connection. Whether it's the stupid phone, the computers, the Xboxes, whatever. And I call Spectrum and have them reset the router, and it helps a little. But this wireless fiber optic crap sucks. I'd love to go back to 400 megabyte coax cable internet, the broadband, instead of this stupid fiber optic crap just constantly crashing on me. I hate fiber optic. It is unreliable as crap. It's always got interference. It always fails. Oh, new technology is better. Well, if it was better, why does it fail more than old technology? Why is it you buy a new refrigerator tomorrow and then it breaks by next Thursday and you got to put it back in the shop? Why? If new technology is so much better, why does it fail so darn much? Some engineer explain that to me. Oh, I know why. Everything's full of cheap computer parts out of Taiwan. Or not Taiwan, or wherever the hell they make this crap. Most of the stuff's made in some Asian sweatshop anyway. Hell, even if it was made in an American company, if those still existed, it'd probably be the same quality. Probably the same quality because everything's made in some crappy, half-ass, overpaid employee factory somewhere. Everybody works for factories underpaid, underappreciated. And if they're not, they're not properly compensated for their time or whatever, they don't put any care in their work. And as someone, it doesn't work. But I get the understanding of putting pride in what you do. But if you're not appreciated for what you do, then you go, it's just like the guy who burned the toilet paper warehouse down. Nobody appreciated him enough to pay him a living wage, so he went nuts. Not condoning what he did. But because nobody appreciated him and nobody cared about him needing enough money to survive, he snapped. I wonder what the next thing they're going to burn down is because somebody's not treated like a human being. I don't know, maybe the next thing, I'm not saying this is a prediction, but with all this heat these computers generate, maybe the next thing it bursts into flames like one of these stupid computer centers. I mean, electric cars just sit out in the Florida sun and blow up anyway. I bet a data center full of tons of servers, of microchips, and processors will probably blow itself up. They'll probably half-ass the construction, half-ass the wiring. Next thing you know, it'll be on the 5 o'clock news. Data center for, we'll say Microsoft, if they are building them. Data center for Microsoft number 47 caught on fire due to overheating electronics and bad electrical wiring. Or data center for Microsoft burst into flames and the internal sprinkler system did not work because they didn't plumb it right or whatever. Because everybody wants everything done now, not done right. What happened to putting pride into your work? What happened to paying your employees a living wage? I'm sick of rich CEO this, rich CEO that. Everything's for the rich. All I can say is about the rich is I hope your greed, which I know some of you guys are getting sued by the government, I hope you all end up in jail for being as greedy as you are. For being as greedy as you are, for being as unsafe as you are. I hope the next building they build, it's a luxury skyscraper for the rich. I hope it falls over with the rich assholes in it. I hope the next one of these stupid rich towers they build, when all the rich assholes move in, I hope it falls over with their fucking ass in it. If that isn't proof that greed gets you nothing but failure, billions of dollars to build these buildings and they're not even safe to live in, I hope the next one falls on top of you stupid assholes.